In simplest terms, a brain-computer interface is a device that senses brain activity, specifically your intention to move your hand, and sends that information out of the head and gets translated so that it can drive a computer. The combination of Barrow and Neuralink was an ideal match because you have one of the best and most trusted brands in neurosurgery coming together with one of the leading companies in neurotechnology, and together the powers of both are just enormous. We started learning about how Neuralink put their technology together, and we're really excited about that. I just realized that the time was now.
I was working at a summer camp. I didn't dive into the water. I didn't jump off anything super high. I had hit my head somewhere along the way, I guess, and immediately I knew I was paralyzed.
Nolan had a tragic accident. He lost his ability to move his arms and legs and became completely dependent on others, including his parents.
I'd been following Neuralink ever since he got announced, and the day that human trials opened up, I gave Nolan a call.
And Nolan seemed very, very excited about it, and he was really excited that if he could benefit anybody in any way, he thought, let's go for it.
This trial needed somebody just like Nolan. So many people think about this device as something that's scary, and Nolan stepped up. He demonstrated that this was not something to be feared, but something that would change lives in a positive way.
He just got pushed right through the entire process and got selected as the first candidate within a couple of months.
It's very exciting stuff, and I'm really happy to be a part of it, and I'm happy that they chose me.
That's an amazing gift that Nolan has given humanity, to step forward first and make it easier for everyone else who's following. On the day of Nolan's surgery, there was incredible energy here at Barrow. There were people coming from all corners of the world, from the top of Neuralink to the top of Barrow, and all of us were focused like lasers on this operation and getting this device into Nolan's brain safely so that this could make history. When I first met Nolan, it became obvious that he was the guy for this. He was brave, he had no fear about the procedure, he wanted to help humanity.
Hey, what's up?
He's a happy person. He has a great sense of humor. He connects easily with people. I can only imagine what it must have felt like for Nolan to see the activity of his brain flashing on the computer screen. For us, it was like we were unlocking this secret language that never before we had access to.
In day one of being able to get cursor control, he beat the world record.
When I see Nolan driving that cursor with his thoughts, it's pure magic. In the days and weeks that were to follow, Nolan was going to undergo this incredible transformation where his control of his world was through a mouth stick poking away at a computer screen. Going from that to having his intentions, how he would want to move his hand if he could, drive the cursor and control his world.
The things that I'm able to do on this computer now should not be possible with me in my situation. I was playing a video game with my buddies from college. Not only was I able to play with them, but I beat them in a game based on speed.
What we've accomplished with Nolan is really just the first step. What waits for us ahead is so much more. The trial gives new autonomy and restored hope to Nolan, and for us, it gives this incredible opportunity to understand the workings of the human mind.
I'm very optimistic about what BCI could mean to humanity. We're really hoping to help those with terrible spinal cord injury be able to get their digital autonomy back.
What this trial has shown us is that there is something more that we can do for these patients. We can help them take back control of their own lives.